What's the other Batman theme?
Yeah, that's good. I got frustrated, man.
Well, I'm sorry. It's a little frustrating for me.
You like Batman, right?
It's my favorite superhero, Niko.
How can you like Batman when he does this dumb disappearing thing all the time?
Niko, he comes in today and he's just flying off the handle about Batman, my favorite superhero. Now, is Batman actually a superhero or is he just a billionaire who works out a lot? I don't know. The thing is he's got this great disappearing act that's sort of the epitome of his style, his finesse, and his stealth. Niko apparently doesn't think it's realistic. There's a lot of things about superheroes that aren't realistic, and I'm willing to discuss those things, but this is actually realistic.
First off, if a billionaire went out there and started doing vigilante justice, no one would have it. We got angry at Jeff Bezos for launching a rocket. So, but you know, there's another problem with Batman. Every time it happens, it's super distracting, and it's whenever he disappears in the middle of a conversation. It would never play out like that. People would immediately like, whoa, where'd he go? Oh, he's probably behind the couch. And they'd go over, they'd walk over, and Batman would be freaking crouched behind the couch, like, ugh, don't look at me. And no one would ever like.
That's not what he's doing, though. He's actually disappearing.
He's just hiding quickly when people look away. It's so juvenile. Like, people would never react how they do in the cartoon and the movies.
But he actually disappears.
But what do you mean by disappears? Define disappears.
He vanishes.
What do you mean, like he turns invisible?
Have you never studied the martial arts of ninja? Ninjas are famous for disappearing.
When you're saying disappearing, what you really mean to be saying is hiding quickly.
Well, obviously his physical form is not vanishing from the earth. He's not a multiversal being.
Right. It's like, ooh, hide and seek time with Batman. Like, of course, everybody's gonna immediately stop what they're doing. They're gonna go and look for where Batman just went.
I'm gonna show you that I can pull Batman disappearances around here, and I haven't studied the ancient arts of ninja. It works for Batman. He's a human being. I'm a human being. Not only are you gonna see that A, it's possible to disappear, but also that their reaction isn't gonna immediately be just to look for you. It's gonna be a stunned awe of disbelief.
So you're gonna attempt to do the Batman disappearing thing in real life against real people to prove to me not only is it an effective way to end a conversation, but people will react like they do in the movie, in the cartoon.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
If you prove to me that the Batman vanishing thing actually works in real life, I will never doubt Batman again, nor will I ever complain about Batman to you ever again.
You got yourself a deal.
Business.
So Batman, yeah, he knows martial arts. He's a billionaire. He's got all the technology at his disposal from Wayne Enterprises. But what he also has is a little bit of magic. And I know a friend that you also know, who also knows a little bit of magic. So first we're gonna call him.
Hey, what up?
Hey, Freddy.
How's it going?
Good, man. We need a magician's advice.
Okay, alright, hit me up.
We're doing this thing where I'm gonna prove to Niko that Batman's disappearing acts are actually feasible in real life.
Okay.
And I just need a little bit of foundational advice about how you go about sleight of hand so that I can apply it to my sleight of body techniques.
It's less about like looking at things and being like, oh, look over here, because people's eyes are really fast, right? It's very easy to use for you to just like look in one direction and be able to see something that's happening.
Yeah.
It's more about managing when the ups and downs are in terms of your natural attention span, right? So there's a lot of stuff that happens when you're like, oh, it feels like the trick is over, and what you're exploiting is you're exploiting the fact that you've finished the thing, and then you're leaning back in your chair, socially telling the other person like, oh, okay, this is done. I can relax my sort of hunting mode, looking for things, right? The moment you start performing, it's like there's no way you can get someone to look in another direction because they're actively looking at you. They're looking for what you're doing, and it's impossible to be faster than just them staring at you and burning you down. So a lot of the times it's that moment when you're like, okay, cool, it's done, you're leaning back, and then in that moment of relaxation, they're no longer burning you and looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Then you can get away with so much more than that. You can get away with stuff that's almost explicit because they're not expecting that. That's what the expectation is in terms of,
So that's when you actually pull the trick. But what is your personal opinion on this? Do you think Batman's disappearances are realistic for a human being?
I think if he was really doing it, he's much closer than you think. Like, no, he's not gone. He's probably like just underneath that grate. And then he's like, this guy's kind of a loser. I think the only way you can tell is to actually do something like that on somebody, right? That's the only way you're really gonna get someone's reaction.
Okay, so there's two things we're gonna try. One thing is the obvious technique of just hiding. Now, the other technique we're gonna try is disappearing, moving out of the space. But for this one, given all the stuff up here, we're just gonna try hiding. No one ever comes up here except for basically Jordan and Christian. So nobody knows what it looks like or what it's supposed to look like. Now, that's great because we can use the sort of oversaturation of materials and space up here to work to our advantage. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hide an envelope underneath this bin. I'll have it sticking out so you can kind of see it, so you're not just like looking for it and then turning around and asking me where it is. Ren, I have a little secret to reveal to you. Since last time I was in the studio, I have hidden an envelope in the studio, and I was wondering if anyone would find it. That's all just a distraction. They're gonna be on hunter mode, as Freddie said, when they get into this environment, because they're gonna be looking for something suspicious. It's right there.
Oh, are you alright?
Oh, of course I'm all right. I'm hard-headed.
So I'm going to immediately explain to them what the point is, only the fact that I can't tell them what's in the envelope. Then I'm going to relax. I'm sorry, I wish I could assist you, it's part of the process, but I need you to go over there, find the envelope, open it. They'll be like, oh, okay, this is simple, I understand, I don't know what's in the envelope, but I'm going for it. As soon as they do that, I'm gonna hide over here.
The heck?
Nick and I have an arrangement of hats set up here to distract them from what is ultimately going to be my disguise. It's like hiding in plain sight. We have a hat, it's gonna go on my head, and then I'm going to duck down, and as I duck down, I'm going to throw this shoe so that it lands on the stairs, and it sounds like somebody just ran down the stairs, and then I will hide. It is just a pile of hats, only Batman's here.
What's going on? Just an envelope of fat stacks.
You just got Batman.
You just got Batman, dude. You weren't supposed to find me. I'm Batman. I was like, wait a minute. Is that a real body? Is that a real body?
I think it worked to a 90% success.
I turned around and you were gone. I was like, you definitely Batman me for a moment there. I was legit like, and then I came back and you were gone. Now I'm just picturing like Bruce Wayne like going, hee hee hee.
I think it's going well, but we haven't perfected it quite yet.
All right, Jake, best of luck to Batmaning everyone else.
Last time I was here, I hid an envelope upstairs. And I thought, hey, maybe somebody will find it, in which case if they do, this video will go one way. If they don't find it, the video will go another way. No one found it, so now it's going that way. Okay, inside of this envelope, what is perceived as a normal piece of information. I need you to interpret to me what it is. Your first impressions of what you find will be critical to how you interpret it.
Okay. Sure.
Hidden, among other secrets. And within there is a room.
Because it's like whoa, dude, Jake literally just disappeared. Holy shit, that was crazy. I'm being totally serious. What the hell? He like vanished.
All right, so far the experiment's working out marvelously, but it's almost too easy. So this time I'm gonna see how close I can get to them when I actually disappear. And then I'm just gonna step back in here.
I'm like on edge, dude. I'm like looking in all directions.
Jake? Where'd you go, man?
What do you think?
I think you're trying to help.
Hello, guys. We have a very special merchandise announcement. Now, with COVID and everything, it was really hard to get merch manufactured. So what we did is we spent the last year coming up with some top tier designs just for you. And we also restocked a bunch of stuff that was previously out of stock in our store, and it's all available right now. We've been asked to get women's merch in there. Well, guess what? We finally went out and did it. We've got crop top, we've got women's cuts, we've got hats, we've got jackets, we've got long sleeves, we've got short sleeves, we've got backpacks, we've got joggers, anything that you want. Maybe you're looking to get in early and get something for a loved one for Christmas, or maybe something for yourself. Now is the time to do it, because we ordered this merch in limited batches so that we can make sure that it's a high enough quality and that it's available to you at a relatively reasonable cost. That usually means it sells out pretty quick. So if you're a website subscriber at Corridor Digital, you can get 15% off. If you're not, I would just recommend getting in the store now while it's still available, because by next week, a lot of it's probably gonna be gone. And orders of $75 or more in the US get free shipping. Guys, we even have air fresheners. Have you ever wondered what an overheating red smells like? Or maybe a brand new green screen suit? Anyways, I'm just super happy that we were able to finally get this out there. It's been a year in the making, so I hope you like it. Head on over there now, it's available. Signing off.
Hi. I guess Jake went out and did some experiments. He did some real research.
Mountains of research, Niko.
And I'm about to find out what the findings were.
The findings were just as surprising to me as I think they will be to you. Which is why I don't think anyone found the envelope, but it's right there.
Oh! Are you alright?
Oh, of course I'm alright. I'm hard-headed.
So watch your head, and it's right there.
There she lies.
Showing somebody look around for Jake or for Batman for like a solid 30 seconds into the scene ends, so we're just like, huh?
I think it's gonna jump out at you.
I don't believe that at all, man. This is so ominously.
Open it up.
Jake?
All right, so I hid the envelope up here, hoping somebody would find it. It's right there, and
It's right here.
yeah, right there. Wait, Jake, why'd you run away? Jake.
I'm like on edge, dude. I'm like looking in all directions.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you
make
put
sure you
something...
pick up Dobie when you do it, because that's
Wait,
really
what?
important.
Did you put something inside of it? Okay. Dang it. Oh, he left. What are you up to, dude?
How would you expect anyone to think this is out of place at all?
Oh, it's an envelope.
I'm sorry. My angle on this is the peaking of the because it's like.
Whoa. Dude, Jake literally just disappeared. Holy shit. That was crazy. I'm being totally serious. What the hell? He just really vanished.
Oh, Sam's giving you like an
Okay,
actual reaction that Batman would
That was
want.
weird. You didn't see that, but trust me that Jake literally just completely disappeared. Okay. Anyways.
The envelope is right there, and within it is the information.
Gotcha.
That's why.
Okay.
Carmichael's not suspicious at all.
Okay. Dude, can you like?
Carmichael's slightly frustrated.
He puts it back.
I'm done.
There be the
Just straight up annoyed with you.
There be your destiny.
This envelope?
That envelope right there.
There's nothing in the envelope.
He just ignores Jake being done.
Some weird shit going on in here.
It's in the envelope?
Yeah.
What can I expect here? There's nothing! God damn it! Nothing! What the hell is going on here?
I think this experiment went phenomenally well, because the thing is, when you're in the middle of a conversation with people, they're not contextualized to people just disappearing in the middle of the conversation, so no one's expecting it. No one is expecting it so much that, Niko, you're not expecting it right now.
Oh man, the moment Jake started talking to camera, I was like, he's gone. He's not behind me anymore. Jake's dipped.
There you have it. So, Niko, now that you know that it's possible in a moment to disappear, do you think that people would really search for Batman after what we've found?
You know, I think the scenes in Batman are like half true actually. There's definitely a little bit of like elaboration to them, but there's some truth. I think in reality a lot of people are just like, oh. They're a little annoyed that Batman would just leave when they're talking, and definitely some people would be like, Batman? I gotta give you props though, because your disappearing act was really good in almost every single one of these. So I guess people just take it as kind of a rude way to end a conversation.
Batman would say it's mysterious and it upholds his legacy as the Dark Knight, but
If there's any other tropes from movies that you guys want to see us put to the test with some of our cinematic science experiments, let us know in the comments down below. We'll give them a shot.
I think the evidence speaks for itself. Let us know what you think, because clearly, what do you think, Niko?
You know, I think you make some really good points there, Jake.